Education means more than acquiring knowledge. It empowers people to develop personally and become politically active. I come from a small country, Haiti, that is consumed by poverty, corruption, and a lack of education. However, despite of all these problems, we Haitians have faith. We hope that one day, this country that was a pearl of the Antilles will shine again. We hope that one day, we will have educated people and power to show that together we accomplish big things. Because education is our hope to a brighter future. July 6, 2018. The day that my country shattered into 1,000 pieces due to the increase of the gas price. It was 5 o'clock and I was leaving the restaurant with my mom, when suddenly we heard gunshots and a crowd of people shouting for the top of their lungs. We were scared and confused because it came out of nowhere. Or the roads were blocked by rocks or tires on fire. It was impossible to breathe. I remember the sky being black that day. My mom was panicking, but she wasn't showing it because she had to be strong for me. But deep down I knew. I was trembling with fear and I had one thing in mind. We will make it home. After a while, we got home safe. I have to tell you something. I didn't sleep at all that night. Not that I didn't want to, but how could I? I was so scared by the thought of the people breaking into my home, as they did in many stores. Scared that something would happen to my loved ones, and terrified of what my country was turning into. However, I understood the distress of the people. Contrary-wise, I did not understand their actions. I did not understand why they had to install cows in fear to be heard. All I could hear that night were the cries expressed by the gunshots. We didn't leave the house for 4 days. What I understood from these past few days were that all this instability is the fruit of a bad political management. The fact that blind people are led by blind leaders. The fact that people with no education are in power. Because with no education, the people don't vote for what the candidates have to offer, but for the hope that they give. Because that's what we Haitians hang on to. So I have to tell you what that hope means to us. Hope is when you wake up with nothing and hoping that you will find food at the end of the day. Hope is when you leave in the morning and hoping that you will make it home safe in the afternoon. And hope is that our children are educated so that they don't go through what we've been through. Therefore, education is our hope to a brighter future. I once knew a man. His name was Gustave Ménager. He had a dream, the dream to become an agronomist. Therefore, he worked hard and found opportunities to receive a scholarship to Cornell University. He left his home country because he believed that education would make his dream come true, but also because he thought he could make a difference. But he never thought that he would give back as much to his community. After one of his travels to China, he came back to Haiti with a new rice, one that would be easy to grow and feed a large amount of people. The farmers were so happy with this project that they named the rice after him, Madabugus. His knowledge permitted him to have an excellent career, from working with USAID as an expert in agriculture, to be Minister of Agriculture, to founding his own enterprise, Agrotechnique S.A. This man was my grandfather. He shared his most valued possession, his knowledge, with his people. He never forgot where he came from, and he always had faith. As you may all see, I'm in business school now. I left my home country to pursue my education. I believe what I learn now will help me take big decisions in the future. But it's hard. You may all wonder why. Why invest all this in yourself to come back to a place where corruption reigns, while it would be easier to work in a stable country, for example? Well, it's because I have faith, just like my grandfather. Because with no educated leaders, there is not a functioning government or employment growth. Because with no educated leaders, we do not attract other countries to invest in us. And with no educated leaders, there is no peace in our nation's heart. We took weapons to be the first Black country to gain our independence. Today, education is a weapon to this misery, because once again, education is our hope to a brighter future. Thank you.